What are the signs that a girl loves you? Okay, so I've got a story for you all and a serious question buried in it. How the hell do you know when a girl actually loves you? Like love, not just likes you or is bored. Because I think I messed it up. And I'm not sure if it was even real to begin with. This started last summer when I moved into a new apartment complex. It was one of those deals where everyone kind of knows each other because the walls are thin and laundry rooms are shared. Enter Erin. She was my next-door neighbor. First thing I noticed was her laugh, loud, ridiculous, and infectious in the worst way. It would seep through my walls during her late-night Netflix binges. We ran into each other a few times in the hallway, exchanging casual haze. No big deal. Then one evening, I'm locked out of my apartment like an absolute idiot because I forgot my keys inside during a trash run. I'm just sitting on the floor like a lost raccoon when Erin shows up, hoodie, slippers, cereal bowl in hand, and she just deadpans. "Wanna come hang at my place until the locksmith shows up, or are you committed to your sidewalk lifestyle?" That was the first night we actually talked. And boy, she could talk. Like, that kind of talk where suddenly it's 2 a.m. and you're both sitting on the floor eating peanut butter with spoons and laughing over dumb TikToks. After that, things snowballed, spontaneous hangouts, shared groceries, weekend brunches. I didn't even realize how close we'd gotten until my ex called me one night and Erin grabbed my phone off the couch and answered like, "Sorry, wrong number. He's busy being happy now." My dumbass thought it was a joke. I laughed. She smiled, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. Looking back now, that was sign number 1. She claimed me before I claimed her. She was in, and I didn't even know the game had started. More signs started to show, like her always remembering the dumbest stuff I'd say, texting me to eat lunch if I skipped, leaving sticky notes on my door saying drink water or perish, or hugging me randomly when I seemed off. I just thought she was being friendly. I didn't realize how deep she'd fallen until, bro. Yes. That's absolutely what love looks like when it's trying to sneak in quietly and not scare you off. The little things? Remembering what you said 2 weeks ago? That's not casual. That's someone who cares and is paying attention. The ex phone call thing? My guy. That was her marking emotional territory. That's "I want you" in its purest, sassiest form. You missed the first shot. You better hope you get a second. So yeah, Erin was showing signs. I just didn't know the language. Let's fast forward a few weeks. We were at this small barbecue the neighbors threw, cheap beer, grilled chicken that may or may not have been cooked all the way through, and lawn chairs that sank into the dirt if you so much as breathed wrong. Erin was being her usual social butterfly self, but I noticed something that kinda bugged me. There was this dude there, Nick. Real gym bro energy, tank top in October kind of guy. He was laying it on with Erin. Now, I didn't say anything, but I definitely got weird. Jealous, maybe? No, definitely. Anyway, Erin caught me sulking near the cooler and asked what was up. I did the classic nothing. I'm good. And she hit me with this weird look, like half smile half pissed, and just said, "You don't get it, do you?" I was like, "Get what?" She opened her mouth, looked like she was gonna say something big, and then stopped. Just shook her head and walked back toward the group. That was sign number 2, she wanted to tell me. Whatever it was loaded. But I wasn't ready, and she could see that. That night, she didn't text me. First time in weeks. The next day, I found this little Tupperware of spaghetti on my doorstep. No note, just marinara and vibes. That was her thing. She always made too much food and shared. It was her love language. Homemade food and inside jokes. I texted her, "Thanks for the carb coma." She just replied, "Glad you're alive." I didn't get it. Why the distance? And then came the night everything cracked wide open. It was like 1 a.m., pouring rain, thunder shaking the building. I was up late gaming when I heard someone banging on my door. It was Erin, drenched, mascara streaked, barefoot. I opened the door and before I could even say anything, she said, "I was in love with you. And you didn't see me. And that's fine. But I can't keep doing this almost thing anymore." Then she turned and walked off, soaking wet and done with my oblivious ass. I stood there like an idiot. Like a damn statue holding a PS5 controller while the woman I may have actually loved was walking away. Dude. You got confessed to in the middle of a rom-com level thunderstorm scene and stood there holding a controller. I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed. Erin's not subtle, she's direct. She gave you every sign in the book. How are you gonna fix this? Also, spaghetti is absolutely a love letter. Protect her at all costs. I didn't sleep that night. I just sat there like a confused raccoon in human clothes, replaying her words over and over. I was in love with you. Past tense. That stung more than I thought it would. I didn't text her. Didn't knock. I just panicked. Because here's the thing, I did care. I just didn't know it was allowed to be that kind of care. Erin and I blurred lines in the weirdest, coziest way, like the kind of intimacy where you're not sure if you're dating or just best friends who accidentally cuddle while watching murder documentaries. Anyway, 2 days go by. Radio silence. Her lights were off. No spaghetti containers on my doormat. The hallway felt hollow. Then on the third day, I saw her. She was walking to her car with a box in her arms. I yelled, "Erin." She paused, didn't look back. You moving out? No. Just moving on. She got in her car and drove off. That was it. Sign number 3, right? When she starts letting go. When she stops doing the things that used to be automatic. The texts, the food, the presents. You notice real fast when love leaves the room. I spiraled a bit. Talked to my sister, who instantly called me emotionally constipated. Accurate. She gave me the advice only an older sister can give: if you love her, be a man and say it. If not, let her be free. Don't waste her time. So, I decided to make it right. I grabbed the dumbest plan I could think of, a peace offering in the form of pancakes. Why pancakes? That was our thing. Every Sunday, we'd make them together and argue over whether syrup should be poured directly or on the side for dipping. I dip, like a normal person. She's a psycho who drowns them. So I made a batch. Left them outside her door in a to-go box. With a note. It just said, "I see you now." And then I waited. So I'm standing there in the hallway like a sad pancake delivery boy, staring at her door like it's gonna magically open if I believe hard enough. Nothing happens. 5 minutes. 10. 15. No sound. No movement. I start wondering if she even lives there anymore. Maybe she moved out in the night like a heartbreak ninja. I finally give up and walk back to my apartment, shoulders sagging like I just got benched in the Super Bowl of feelings. I left the door cracked just in case. Then, I hear a knock. Soft. Barely there. It's her. She's in sweats and a hoodie, hair a mess, holding the pancake box. She looks at me, eyes red, not from crying recently, like she'd already cried and was too tired to do it again. She doesn't say anything for a sec. Then she goes, "That was cruel." I blink. What? She steps in, closes the door behind her. You had months, dude. I gave you everything I had quietly, patiently, and now when I'm finally pulling myself out, you toss pancakes at me like it fixes things. That hit like a gut punch. I didn't mean it like that, I said. I get it now. I didn't see it before. I see you now. I wanted to say that. She sat down. On my floor. Right in front of the door, like she was ready to bolt if she needed to. She said, "Then say more. Because I'm not here for pancakes. I'm here to hear what you didn't say before." Sign number 4. When a girl loves you, she doesn't just walk away. Not really. She gives you one last shot, not out of desperation, but because some part of her is still hoping you'll stop being stupid. So I sat down with her. And I told her everything, how I felt lost and scared and convinced I wasn't enough for someone like her. How I thought I'd mess it up if I labeled it. That I looked forward to her laugh through my walls more than any song on my playlist. That I felt like my life made more sense with her in it. And she just stared at me. Then she said something I didn't expect. "You're not ready." That was it. She stood up. Kissed me on the forehead like I was some scared little kid. Walked out. So, she was gone. Not like moved out gone. Just emotionally exorcised from my apartment. And I felt it. You know how when someone leaves, but their presence is still haunting the air? That was Erin. Like a scent you can't name but miss anyway. I thought the hard part was over after the confession. After I told her how I felt. But nah, that was just the intro. The real hard part was living with the silence. The next few days were a blur. I started noticing all the places she used to be, like the couch corner where her legs always curled under her, the errand shelf in my fridge with her almond milk and weird spicy pickles, the groove in my playlist from her favorite songs. I didn't hear from her. At all. So like an idiot again, I tried texting. Me, I miss you. No reply. Me, next day, I'm sorry I took so long to understand. Still nothing. And here's the kicker, I saw her. In the hallway. 2 days later. She looked good. Happy, even. She had a box of takeout, and some guy I'd never seen before was walking next to her. She saw me. Smiled. But it was the kind of smile you give to cashiers or old coworkers. Polite. Warm. Safe. That wrecked me more than anything. So I did something dumb. I spiraled. Started questioning everything. Maybe she never really loved me. Maybe I imagined it. Maybe the spaghetti was just neighborly. Maybe the forehead kiss wasn't goodbye. Maybe it was just pity. I vented to my sister again, and she hit me with another classic. Love isn't just about being there. It's about showing up when it counts. You were late to your own damn story. And she was right. So I did something I hadn't done in months. I started writing. I'd always wanted to write a book. A story. Something. But life happened, and I shelved the dream like it was too fragile to touch. Erin used to tease me about it, always said I had main character vibes but zero commitment. So I started writing about her. No names. No labels. Just a story about a girl with a laugh that lived in the walls, and the idiot who didn't listen close enough until she was gone. Sign number 5. When a girl loves you, she'll inspire you to become the version of yourself you're supposed to be, even if she's not there to see it happen. So I'm halfway through writing this story, this, not quite a novel, not quite a journal thing, and I realize I'm doing it more for me than for her. Like it stopped being how do I win Erin back, and started being how do I stop being a coward in my own life. But then came the message. Out of nowhere. One Thursday night, as I'm watching some trash reality show just to drown out my thoughts, I get a text. Erin. Your cousin gave me your link. My heart stopped. Because yeah, I forgot to mention, I let my cousin read the first few chapters of my little story project, and she, being the chaotic good goblin she is, shared the damn Google Doc link with Erin. I had no idea if she'd read it. I didn't ask. Then 3 dots appeared. Typing. Stopped. Typing again. Stopped. Classic heartbreak Morse code. Finally, a second text. You didn't write me. You wrote you. That's why I kept reading. I stared at that for a solid 10 minutes. And then the third one came. You free tomorrow night? And just like that, I was back in the game. But it didn't feel like a win. It felt like a test. A job interview. A final boss battle, and I had to earn it this time. We met at our old diner spot. Pancakes at 9 p.m. Just like the old days. But everything was different. She walked in wearing that big denim jacket she always joked made her look like a trucker. But to me, she looked like home. She sat down across from me and didn't say anything for a while. Just looked at me. Like she was reading something behind my eyes. I read the whole thing, she said. I nodded. I figured. It wasn't pretty. You didn't try to make yourself look good. Didn't feel like I deserved to. She tapped her nails on the table. Good. Then, with no warning. I'm dating someone. Gut. Punch. But she kept going. He's kind. Safe. But when I read your words, I remembered what dangerous felt like. What alive felt like. I didn't know what to say. She saved me the trouble. I'm not saying I want to pick you. I'm saying I want to see who you are now. Not the version who flinched when I got close, the one who writes like that.